I don't know how they did it. All I know is they did it. I don't think anybody knows how they did it, how they lifted those stones, how they brought them up to that level. I think we're looking, again, at a lost technology. I always go back to the ancient Egyptian traditions that speak of priests chanting as these huge blocks were lifted into the air.
Imagine a time before the pyramids, before the pharaohs, before Egypt as we know it. Somewhere in the shadows of prehistory lies evidence of an advanced society.
This is the Osirian.
Armed not with bronze swords, but with mind-boggling technology that stretches the imagination.
Because they're looking for us in the past, and they're not open to the possibility that there are whole other kinds of technology that could be used.
It's a world where history meets mystery, where the sands of time conceal secrets beyond imagination. But who were these trailblazers of antiquity? And what marvels did they wield that make our modern gadgets seem like child's play? Join us on this exploration as we unravel pre-Egyptian technologies left by ancient civilizations that disappeared. Number 10. The Osirian. The Osirian, an awe-inspiring ancient structure located in Abydos, about 350 miles south of the Great Pyramid of Giza, continues to intrigue and baffle historians and archaeologists alike. This monumental structure, with its striking architectural sophistication and unique features, has led some to speculate that it could be the work of a much older, highly advanced civilization, possessing technology far beyond what is traditionally attributed to the Egyptians of the pharaonic era. One of the first mysteries the Osirian presents is its unusual architectural design. Unlike the straightforward rectangular layouts typical of most ancient Egyptian temples, the Osirian boasts a complex, L-shaped configuration. This deviation from the norm raises intriguing questions about the intentions and purposes behind its construction. The sheer scale of the Osirian is truly breathtaking. Massive blocks of rose granite, some weighing up to 100 tons, form the core of the structure. These colossal stones were quarried from Aswan, a remarkable 200 miles away. The logistical challenges involved in transporting these enormous blocks over such a great distance, and then placing them in a desert location miles from the Nile, are mind-boggling. The transportation and precise placement of these gigantic stones challenge our understanding of the capabilities of ancient Egyptians. How did they manage to move and position these stones without any known advanced machinery? The architecture of the Osirian adds another layer to the puzzle. The site features a complex, double-layered roofing system and about a dozen chambers, showcasing a level of architectural sophistication that seems beyond the reach of a civilization equipped with primitive tools. The intricate design, including interlocking wedges and the precise stacking of massive blocks, suggests a high degree of engineering knowledge not typically associated with ancient Egypt. Moreover, the use of granite, a much harder material to work with than the commonly used limestone, indicates a technological prowess that ancient Egyptians, according to historical records, did not possess. Adding to the mystery, the Osirian lacks any Egyptian hieroglyphs, art, or artifacts. This absence of decoration, which is unusual for ancient Egyptian structures, leaves researchers wondering about the true purpose and origins of this site. The Osirian remains a profound puzzle, inviting speculation and debate about the ancient world and its hidden capabilities. There is absolutely nothing that connects the Osirian to the ancient Egyptians. Throughout Egypt's long history, temples and monuments were frequently renovated, and with each renovation, new artworks and hieroglyphs were added. However, the Osirian lacks any such additions, making it a unique anomaly. Its subterranean layout is particularly unusual for Egyptian temple architecture. Some experts suggest that the Osirian might be much older than the surrounding structures, possibly predating the layers of sand and soil that have accumulated over thousands of years. Adding to the intrigue are the water erosion patterns found on the limestone enclosure around the site. Some researchers argue that these patterns could only have formed if the structure was built before the end of the last ice age, when the climate in the region was significantly wetter. This hypothesis suggests that the Osirian could be a remnant of a time long before the pharaohs, hinting at the possibility of an advanced civilization that existed in Egypt's distant past. The notion that the Osirian might predate other ancient Egyptian monuments by millennia adds a fascinating layer of mystery to this already mysterious site. It challenges our understanding of history and invites us to reconsider what we know about the origins of civilization in Egypt. One of the most fascinating aspects of the Osirian is its underground nature and the constant presence of water. Using modern seismic technology, researchers have discovered that the structure extends at least 50 feet, or 15 meters, below the current floor level. This suggests that what we see today is only the topmost part of a much larger construction. Seismic tests have also indicated the presence of hollow chambers deep within, hinting at hidden secrets waiting to be uncovered. The prospect of what lies inside these underground chambers is thrilling. However, archaeologists are hindered by the water that continuously refills these depths, making it impossible to pump out. The Osirian features an intricate hydraulic system with a network of channels, basins, and possibly sluices designed to control and manage water flow within the complex. The precision in this design shows an advanced understanding of hydraulic engineering, including water flow dynamics and pressure management. Number 9. The Saqqara bird. In 1898, archaeologists uncovered what they named the Tomb of Padi Iman in Saqqara, Egypt. Inside, they discovered a mummy surrounded by his earthly possessions, neatly arranged on a nearby table to accompany him into the afterlife. Among the usual assortment of pottery, tools, and other grave goods, they stumbled upon something unusual, a small model of a bird. This bird model, when catalogued, caught the archaeologists' attention due to its almost perfect symmetry. The wings spanned just over 7 inches, and it weighed only 39 grams, which is less than 1.4 ounces. Interestingly, the bird had no feet, and its wings were attached to a groove along the top of the body, extended outward as if in flight, rather than folded back like typical Egyptian bird models. Upon closer inspection, the wings had an airfoil shape, rounded on top, and the bird was unpainted, except for an eye on the right side. Most curiously, the tail was rotated 90 degrees to the vertical, resembling a modern vertical stabilizer. To the modern eye, the Saqqara bird, as it came to be known, looked remarkably like a model airplane. This resemblance was even more surprising considering that the airplane had not been invented in 1898. The Wright brothers' first flight was still 5 years away. Initially, archaeologists dismissed the model as a spiritual representation of a typical bird and placed it in a display case with other Egyptian bird models, where it remained nearly forgotten for the next 70 years. In 1969, Dr. Khalil Messiha, a professor of anatomy for artists at Helwan University in Egypt, and a member of both the Royal Aero Modelers Club and the Egyptian Aeronautical Club, stumbled upon the Saqqara bird in the Egyptian Museum in Cairo. To his trained eye, the bird's shape and form resembled that of a modern airplane. Inspired, Dr. Messiha boldly declared the Saqqara bird to be an ancient model glider. He wrote an article titled African Experimental Aeronautics, a 2,000-year-old model glider, in which he suggested that the ancients possessed long-forgotten technologies. Dr. Messiha's claims ignited the legend of the Saqqara bird, and the notion that the ancient Egyptians might have been the first to fly. He proposed that the lack of paint or decoration on the Saqqara bird was intentional to save weight, contrasting with other ancient models that were all painted. He further speculated that the vertical tail was a rudder, crucial for modern aircraft. Taking his theory even further, Dr. Messiha addressed the absence of a horizontal stabilizer, which is essential for actual flight. He theorized that this piece must have fallen off and been lost over the years, suggesting it would have been attached to the flat bottom of the bird's vertical fin, despite the absence of any glue residue, grooves, or other evidence. Dr. Messiha's enthusiastic theories, despite lacking concrete evidence, took him deeper into speculation. He ultimately claimed that the Saqqara bird was not just a miniature representation of a giant bird, but of an actual full-sized working airplane, similar to how other miniature models in Egyptian tombs represented real animals and furniture. Using his 5 remarkable advancements, he argued that it was the ancient Egyptians who pioneered the art of flying. Thus, the Saqqara bird remains a subject of fascination and debate, as Dr. Messiha's bold leaps of faith invite us to reconsider the technological capabilities of ancient civilizations. Number 8. The schist disc. The schist disc is an extraordinary artifact uncovered in the ancient burial grounds of Saqqara. It stands out for its unique features, measuring around 2 to 2.5 feet in diameter. What catches the eye is its exceptional craftsmanship, fascinating scholars for years. Its design showcases a series of complex concentric circular patterns centered around a hub, resembling a wheel or gear. This complexity and precision have sparked speculation that the disc could be a remnant of a lost ancient technology, or even a part of a sophisticated mechanical device. Made from quartzite, a material known for its hardness, the disc presents a puzzle, as the technology to work with such hard materials was not thought to exist during the time of the dynastic Egyptians. While some mainstream historians suggest the disc was used for directing water, its 3 lobes do not seem angled for such a purpose. Instead, it appears to have been part of a rotating mechanism around a central axis. The disc's craftsmanship is truly remarkable, with thin blades or petals extending from the central hub, each perfectly shaped and symmetrically arranged. Adding to its mystery are the curious burn marks found on the disc, yet to be fully explained. This uncertainty only deepens the intrigue surrounding the artifact, further supporting the theory that it was once part of a larger mechanical device or machine. Some speculate it could have been a timekeeping device, an astronomical instrument, or machinery for unknown purposes. Connected to the disc are three pieces resembling gear parts, suggesting a link to advanced technology. Comparisons with artifacts from other ancient civilizations known for their engineering prowess, such as the Antikythera mechanism, support the notion of a shared knowledge of mechanical engineering among ancient cultures. This similarity hints at a possible lost tradition of advanced technology, raising questions about the true capabilities of ancient civilizations. Number 7. The Valley Temple of Khafra. The Valley Temple of Khafra is an integral part of the Giza Pyramid complex in Egypt, and it stands as a marvel of ancient engineering and architecture. This temple, remarkably well preserved, has remained nearly intact for thousands of years, largely thanks to being buried under sand until the 19th century. Constructed with massive blocks of limestone and red granite, some weighing over 150 tons. The temple showcases a level of engineering sophistication that seems beyond the capabilities of its time. The sheer size of these stones is proof of the temple's grandeur, leaving many questions unanswered about how they were transported and assembled. The construction techniques of the Valley Temple are particularly intriguing, involving the precise fitting of massive stones without the use of mortar. The walls of the temple are crafted with such precision that they resemble a complex three-dimensional jigsaw puzzle. The manipulation of these stones, with their exposed surfaces, corners, and angles, demonstrates a level of skill and understanding of stonework that is truly extraordinary. Furthermore, the presence of bent stones in the interior adds to the mystery, raising questions about the possible use of advanced technologies in ancient times. These stones, seamlessly integrated into the structure, appear to have been skillfully shaped or bent, challenging the conventional understanding of ancient stone masonry. This remarkable achievement raises a perplexing question. How did ancient builders manipulate such massive stones with such precision? Could they have possessed advanced technologies or forgotten methods that enabled them to shape these stones in seemingly impossible ways with the tools available at the time? One of the most intriguing features of the Valley Temple is a large black granite block on the internal eastern wall, which stands out from the rest of the pink granite wall. Its placement and purpose remain a complete mystery, with some suggesting it might mark the entrance to a subterranean passage. Despite the common belief that the temple was used for the mummification process and purification of Pharaoh Khafre before his burial, there is no evidence to support this claim. Some researchers examining the architectural style suggest that the temple could be much older than dynastic history indicates. Interestingly, the temple is devoid of any paintings or inscriptions, a characteristic it shares with the pyramid. What astonished many researchers is the temple's resemblance to structures found in distant lands, such as Peru. The striking similarities between the Valley Temple and sites like Ollantaytambo and the Coricancha Temple in Peru have led many to speculate about a possible connection between these ancient peoples. Number 6. Tutankhamun's meteoric dagger. November 26, 1922, marked a monumental moment in the annals of archaeology when British archaeologist Howard Carter, in the company of Lord Carnarvon, breached the sealed chambers of Pharaoh Tutankhamun's tomb. This ancient resting place, untouched for millennia, revealed itself as a treasure trove, adorned with golden artifacts and embellishments. Amidst the host of treasures, something stood out: Tutankhamun's collection of daggers, notably an iron dagger ensconced in a gold sheath and handle, found alongside the young pharaoh's mummified remains. This dagger, boasting exquisite craftsmanship and crafted from an unusual material, ignited fervent debate among historians and archaeologists. While the golden adornments reflected the regal richness associated with Egyptian royalty, it was the iron blade that stirred intrigue. In an era dominated by bronze, the presence of iron defied conventional wisdom. The Egyptians, renowned for their mastery of copper, bronze, and gold, were not known for iron smelting, a technique that only gained prevalence in the first millennium BC, centuries after Tutankhamun's reign. What further compounded the mystery was the dagger's origin from meteoric iron, making it even more extraordinary. How was such a sophisticated artifact forged? The Egyptians attributed its creation to divine benevolence, deeming it a gift from the gods. This notion has fueled speculation about the dagger's origins, ranging from advanced ancient civilizations to extraterrestrial interventions. Mainstream Egyptologists, grappling with this mystery, propose the theory that the Egyptians obtained the iron from a meteorite fallen within Egypt. While possible, this theory faces challenges. Extracting metal from a meteorite, particularly during the Bronze Age, surpassed Egyptian capabilities. Furthermore, meteoritic iron is dispersed throughout the meteorite, rendering extraction without advanced technology impossible. In 1994, X-ray fluorescence spectrometry analysis shed new light on the dagger's composition. Far from ordinary meteoritic iron, the alloy comprised 89% iron alongside significant proportions of nickel, cobalt, and chromium, a sophisticated blend necessitating advanced metallurgical skills unavailable until much later in human history. The dagger's craftsmanship presented another riddle, devoid of typical hammer marks and boasting impeccably precise edges. This unparalleled level of metallurgical finesse and craftsmanship challenges conventional notions of Bronze Age Egypt. Now it's time for today's subscriber pick. In the heart of the Egyptian desert, amidst shifting sands and whispered legends, lay an ancient relic that defied explanation. It was a perfectly smooth, disc-shaped object, its surface etched with strange symbols that seemed to shimmer in the moonlight. Local villagers whispered tales of its origins, claiming it was left behind by a civilization long vanished from the annals of history. Ahmed, a young archaeologist with a thirst for adventure, stumbled upon the mysterious disc during an expedition deep into the desert. Entranced by its enigmatic beauty, he knew he had to unravel its secrets. With each passing day, he pored over ancient texts and consulted with experts, but the true nature of the disc remained elusive. As Ahmed delved deeper into his research, he uncovered shocking clues that hinted at a civilization predating the ancient Egyptians. Could this disc be a relic of a technologically advanced society that once thrived in the desert sands? Determined to unlock its mysteries, Ahmed organized an expedition to the remote desert site where the disc was discovered. With the help of his team, he meticulously documented every detail, from the intricate carvings on its surface to the faint energy readings emanating from within. But as they delved deeper into the desert, they stumbled upon a hidden chamber, its walls adorned with ancient hieroglyphics. Among the faded inscriptions, one phrase stood out: "Gift of the Ancients, Guardians of Knowledge." With this revelation, Ahmed realized that the disc was a pre-Egyptian technology left by an advanced civilization that disappeared. Number 5. The Dendera light bulb. The Dendera light, found in the Hathor Temple at Dendera, Egypt, is a motif carved into stone reliefs. Resembling modern electric lighting devices, it has sparked debate among scholars. While some, notably a French hypothesis, propose it represents the advanced electrical technology of ancient Egypt, mainstream Egyptologists interpret the carvings as symbolic imagery from Egyptian mythology, such as the Djed pillar and the lotus flower with a snake inside, symbolizing stability and fertility. However, intriguing evidence challenges conventional views. Examination of recently excavated temples revealed no soot from lit candles, suggesting a clean light source was used inside. This discrepancy prompts reconsideration of ancient lighting methods. Eric von Daniken, a renowned researcher, suggests that the ancient Egyptians possessed light bulbs and direct current electricity long before Thomas Edison. In a documentary based on his book Chariots of the Gods, he presented dramatic footage showing hieroglyphs resembling transparent glass tubes with filament-like forms, possibly representing ancient light sources. Von Daniken even had a replica built based on ancient Egyptian specifications, which emitted light when powered up, supporting the theory of ancient light bulbs. These discoveries challenge traditional beliefs about ancient technology, inviting us to rethink the capabilities of ancient civilizations. The notion that ancient Egyptians may have had access to advanced technology, including electricity, raises intriguing questions about the history of technological development. Number 4. The Djed pillar. The Djed pillar stands as a timeless symbol of ancient Egypt, each carrying profound significance in their cultural context. While these symbols hail from vastly different eras and cultural backgrounds, a comparison between the Djed pillar and Nikola Tesla's technological innovations reveals an unexpected parallel. The Djed pillar is instantly recognizable by its unique appearance: a sturdy base, a tall column-like structure, and several horizontal bars crowning its top. Revered in ancient Egyptian mythology, it is closely associated with the god Osiris and symbolizes stability and regeneration. Within the mythological framework of ancient Egypt, the Djed embodies the enduring essence of life and the cosmic order. At first glance, drawing a comparison between the Djed pillar and Tesla's technological advancements may seem far-fetched. However, upon deeper examination, intriguing similarities emerge, particularly concerning the symbolic representation of energy and power. The Djed pillar's symbolism of stability and renewal can be metaphorically linked to the concept of continuous energy flow and the perpetual cycle of life. Tesla's groundbreaking work in wireless energy transmission and electromagnetic fields resonates with this notion of an ever-present, boundless source of power. speculative theories propose that the Djed Pillar could potentially represent an ancient knowledge of electrical energy. Drawing parallels to Tesla's vision of harnessing and distributing energy, these theories suggest that the Djed structure, with its columnar form and horizontal bars, bears resemblance to components found in electrical systems or devices used for energy transmission. Such interpretations add layers of intrigue to the timeless symbolism of the Djed Pillar, hinting at a possible ancient understanding of energy that echoes Tesla's revolutionary concepts. Number 3. The mysterious Core 7. In the late 19th century, a peculiar 4,500-year-old piece of rock dubbed Core 7 was unearthed near the Great Pyramids by British archaeologist Flinders Petrie. Now housed in the Petrie Museum in London, this rock is an exact cylinder with mysterious lines etched into it, perfectly spaced like the grooves of a record. But what was its purpose? Core 7 was likely the discarded core resulting from drilling a hole, possibly for a door pivot. The real puzzler is that it's made of granite. How did the ancient Egyptians drill into such solid rock using only copper tools, known for their softness? The answer might lie in diamond cutting technology, a material strong enough to penetrate granite, but one that the Egyptians are not known to have had access to. The shape of the groove adds to the mystery. While ancient Egyptians typically used bow drills that moved back and forth, Core 7's groove suggests a continuous rotation, similar to a modern power drill. Yet, such advanced drilling methods seem beyond the technological capabilities of the time. Even more baffling is that Core 7 was drilled with greater force than a modern power drill, as evidenced by the wider spaces between each revolution. This raises questions about the tools and techniques used by ancient Egyptians, and hints at the possibility of a civilization with far more advanced technology than previously thought. The mystery of Core 7 remains unsolved, challenging our understanding of ancient civilizations and leaving us pondering the mysteries of history. Number 2. Aswan's unfinished obelisk. In the sun-kissed southern reaches of Egypt, situated along the gentle banks of the Nile River, lies an awe-inspiring relic of antiquity, the unfinished obelisk of Aswan. This colossal piece of granite, abandoned in the distant past due to a formidable crack, remains a testament to the grand ambitions of ancient artisans. Stretching an impressive 137 feet in length and weighing a staggering 1,170 tons, the obelisk stands as a silent sentinel to the ingenuity of its creators. Intended to be the largest single stone monument ever fashioned by Egyptian hands, its monumental size hints at the magnitude of the undertaking it represents. As one ventures into the heart of Aswan, a city perched atop a vast granite outcrop, the quarry reveals tantalizing clues to the advanced technology employed by ancient craftsmen. Mysterious, perfectly round holes punctuate the landscape, their smooth surfaces defying explanation. Some speculate they served as test holes, probing the depths of the granite before committing to the monumental task of shaping an obelisk. Yet, it is not only these strange holes that bewilder modern observers. Towering vertical walls, meticulously carved with unparalleled precision, hint at a level of craftsmanship that defies conventional understanding. How were such colossal stones hewn with such finesse, and what tools could have achieved such feats? Venturing closer to the unfinished obelisk itself, one is met with even more shocking mysteries. Smooth, hollowed-out areas adorn its surface, reminiscent of a giant spoon scooping out ice cream. These peculiar scoops defy explanation, leaving archaeologists puzzled by their purpose and origin. Further complicating the puzzle are the markings found at the base of neighboring stones, where granite appears to have been meticulously scooped away, leaving behind only a slender connection to its original position. These anomalies, unlike anything seen in other Egyptian structures, challenge the traditional narrative of ancient craftsmanship. The prevailing theory, suggesting that the obelisk was shaped using crude diorite balls, crumbles under scrutiny when faced with the evidence of intricate test holes and smooth surfaces. Questions abound regarding how such colossal stones were transported, and whether the technology required to manipulate them belonged to a civilization predating the dynastic Egyptians. As the sun sets over the ancient quarry of Aswan, the unfinished obelisk stands as a silent symbol of the mysteries of the past, inviting us to ponder the enigmatic legacy of those who came before us. Number 1. Enclave of Zayet El Aryan. The strange location known as Zayet El Aryan, nestled between the Giza Plateau and Abu Sir, has long stirred curiosity and speculation. Adding to the intrigue is the Egyptian government's decision to restrict access and bury the site, thwarting further archaeological exploration. The sole source of information about this captivating place is Egyptologist Alessandro Barsanti, who conducted investigations there in the early 20th century before access was completely cut off. The architectural complexity observed at Zawiat el-Arian has sparked theories suggesting that it might have been constructed by an advanced civilization, possibly predating the conventional timeline of ancient Egyptian history. The main structure, often dubbed the unfinished pyramid, features a square base measuring approximately 650 feet on each side, with a deep T-shaped central shaft carved into the bedrock. This shaft descends about 100 feet below ground level, a remarkable engineering feat considering the hardness of the bedrock and the precision required for such an excavation. The precision and scale of this excavation raise significant questions about the tools and technologies available to ancient Egyptians. The conventional understanding of Egyptian tool sets, primarily comprised of copper and stone tools, needs to be revised for such an ambitious and precise project. Several factors bolster theories proposing that a technologically advanced civilization constructed Zawiat el-Arian. Firstly, the extraordinary precision of the excavation work, with the shaft's walls almost perfectly vertical and smooth, hints at the use of advanced surveying equipment and cutting tools. This suggests a level of technological sophistication not typically associated with ancient Egyptian history. Furthermore, the absence of hieroglyphics or inscriptions at the site, unusual for Egyptian monumental structures, adds to the mystery surrounding the pyramid's purpose and the identity of its builders. What's particularly intriguing is the deliberate filling of the pit with heavy limestone blocks, suggesting an effort to conceal or protect whatever lay beneath. Upon excavating these blocks, Barsanti and his team discovered a massive foundation of pink granite blocks, distinct from the limestone ones previously uncovered. Among these granite blocks was a colossal 30-ton specimen. Barsanti speculated that this might be the entrance to a subterranean world, potentially housing untold treasures or significant historical artifacts. One of the most remarkable finds at Zawiat el-Arian was a large oval vat crafted from polished pink granite, intricately carved out of one of the pavement blocks, resembling a mirror in its finish and craftsmanship. The protection of the vat, involving a layer of lime and a thick bed of well-spread clay, indicates its significance, possibly containing something valuable or meaningful. The side walls of the vat featured a black band, likely residue from some liquid, hinting at its involvement in a unique and mysterious process. The design of the vat, along with efforts to preserve its integrity, suggests it played a crucial role in a sophisticated process, perhaps related to energy generation or storage. During the excavation of the site by Barsanti and his team in 1905, a powerful storm struck Egypt and flooded the pit at Zawiat el-Arian with over 10 feet of water. Remarkably, just hours after the storm, the water level abruptly dropped. Barsanti speculated that this could be due to water seeping into a subterranean chamber, possibly leading to hidden rooms beneath the pit. The construction of the vat was incredibly challenging for Barsanti's team, with heavy blocks, cement-like mortar, and intricate interlocking patterns, making it the most difficult work they had ever undertaken. Do you believe that the ancient Egyptians possessed advanced technological prowess? Let us know your opinion in the comments below.